What are the 5 biggest storylines heading into Super Bowl 58 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers? Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Is Patrick Mahomes truly on pace to become not only the greatest quarterback to ever live, but maybe truly the greatest football player to ever play the game of football? I think Mahomes is a generational talent. I don't think anyone should deny that. This guy has 2 MVPs in the regular season and in the Super Bowl as well. And I know Tom Brady's resume is at an all-time level. It's the standard in terms of quarterbacks and probably football players in general, because we don't see the longevity out of a guy like Lawrence Taylor that we saw from a guy like Tom Brady. And as good as Jerry Rice was, Jerry Rice didn't contribute to championships as much as Tom Brady did over time. Mahomes has a long way to go, but a 3rd Super Bowl trophy would more than start to put him potentially in those GOAT conversations, and we'll see how far he can climb and go, Number 2, the Kansas City Chiefs. How far can this dynasty go? If the Chiefs win 3 Super Bowls in a 4-year stretch, they would join only the 1990 Dallas Cowboys and the 2000s Patriots. Right alongside them would be Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. It would be an astonishingly great accomplishment. And I think the Chiefs are already a dynasty, but they potentially can go from good dynasty to all-time great dynasty if they win a 3rd Super Bowl in a 4-year period. Number 3, can Brock Purdy knock off the ultimate big bad wolf on the block, Patrick Mahomes? Can Brock Purdy outplay Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl? Boy, oh boy, let me tell you, if Brock Purdy goes into Las Vegas, Super Bowl 58, spotlight on him, chips on the line, potential clutch opportunities, and he dials in and cashes in on that opportunity, we're going to have a lot of difficult conversations about Brock Purdy and how good he actually is. And keep in mind, Brock Purdy is still on a rookie deal. So if the 49ers were to win a Super Bowl while he's still on his rookie contract, they can continue to build from the ground up and continue to maybe potentially build towards maybe themselves being a dynasty for the future, because they're a very, very talented team. They draft well, and Kyle Shanahan, as long as he continues to win, he's going to stick around for a long time. Speaking of Kyle Shanahan, number 4, will Kyle Shanahan ever win the big one? Can Kyle Shanahan finally get it done? I understand that Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid present an all-time great challenge, because anytime you link up a top 5 coach of all time and a top 5 quarterback of all time, that's a situation where they're going to be hard to stop and hard to game plan for. But Kyle Shanahan gets paid the big bucks for these type of games and these types of moments, and his roster is pretty awesome. I mean, I look all around. The 49ers, they've got Pro Bowlers after Pro Bowlers, run game, receivers, offensive line, defensive line. They're stacked. They're talented. And Jimmy Garoppolo is no longer a scapegoat. You have your handpicked guy at quarterback in Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan. It is time for you guys to collaborate on Super Bowl Sunday and actually get it done. There are no more excuses for Kyle Shanahan. I think these teams are pretty evenly matched. If Shanahan does his thing, then I think the 49ers can definitely beat this Kansas City Chiefs team and put a wrench in the Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid dynasty. Last but not least, number 5, biggest storyline of Super Bowl 58, Taylor Swift. Will Taylor Swift have an actual effect on the game? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. See, Taylor Swift has kind of been the good luck charm, quote unquote, for the Kansas City Chiefs. Will she be stealing Usher's spotlight? Because we're talking about Taylor Swift so much, we probably should be talking about Usher a little bit more, because he's the guy that's actually performing at the halftime show. And Travis Kelce, boy oh boy, let me tell you, Travis Kelce, you hit the lottery dating Taylor Swift. She's a billionaire now. She's amazing. And it seems like you guys have a great, genuine, loving, romantic relationship right now. It's very fun to see. It's one thing for your lady to see you perform in a regular season game. It's a whole nother animal for you to perform in front of your lady in the Super Bowl, where everyone is watching. Not only you, but what will her reaction be as well. So Travis Kelce, there's a lot of pressure on you, brother. Can you live up to the hype? I think you're the greatest tight end to ever play the game of football, and I think you have the potential to put on a show not only for the Chiefs, but for your lady Taylor Swift as well. So Travis Kelce, I'm rooting for your brother, and I think you can put on a great show for the fans and your lady Taylor Swift, who you claim to be your boo right now. And it's great to see. But those are the 5 biggest storylines overall. And also, will we see Taylor Swift in any Super Bowl commercials? Maybe Travis Kelce in a Super Bowl commercial? It remains to be seen. But those are the 5 biggest storylines for Super Bowl 58, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a great, great game. Last year, Chiefs versus Eagles, I wasn't all that excited about that Super Bowl. And it turned out to be, in my opinion, the best Super Bowl ever played from start to finish. That may be a very, very strong opinion and a quote-unquote hot take for some people. I understand a lot of people love that Atlanta Falcons Patriots Super Bowl where Tom Brady made a great epic comeback. People can point to the Eli Manning New York Football Giants Super Bowl upset in 2007 where they beat Tom Brady and the Patriots. People can also point to, Super Bowl 49 where the Patriots shocked the Seahawks and Malcolm Butler had that great interception. I'm naming Tom Brady Super Bowls, which is pretty crazy, down the line. There's a lot of other great Super Bowls, particularly Cardinals versus Steelers. That was another classic, but I think Super Bowl 58 has a chance to be an all-time classic game. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, last pick of the draft versus potential, maybe the most talented quarterback to ever play the game of football, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid versus Kyle Shanahan, George Kittle versus Travis Kelce, the tight end battles, the 2 best tight ends in the game of football right now. It's going to go down in Las Vegas on Super Bowl Sunday, and I cannot wait to see it. And also, I can't wait to see Usher perform at that Super Bowl halftime because I think Usher is excellent as well.